What's up, family, and happy Monday. We do have some information in regards to some financial assistance. This is going to be for low-income families in the amount of around $350 million for one particular state. I'm going to be sharing that with you in just a moment. But starting this video off, we do need to go ahead and talk about the tropical storm, which they are calling the name Debby. Yes, this is particularly headed towards the state of Florida, in which tropical storm Debby will strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane before it actually makes landfall sometime today. Yes, like I said, this is going to be in Florida, in which you can see some of the damage that has already been happening in relation to this potential hurricane. Yes, it is causing a little bit of havoc, but no need to worry for the most part, because like I said, initially this was more of a tropical storm, but now they're saying that it is probably going to be increased into a hurricane Category 1. And as you can see in these particular images right here, the storm is a brewing, and like I said, this storm is pretty much going to be making landfall sometime today. And yes, for those individuals that live on the west coast of Florida, I believe more of the west northern area of Florida, yes, you could be impacted as well by this particular, I guess it is considered a hurricane at this particular time. So anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and let you know about this information. I have an actual friend that is in Miami, Florida, and because of this storm, he is unable to fly back to Texas today, in which they pretty much postponed or canceled his flight, and now he is unable to travel back to Texas until Tuesday or Wednesday. So obviously they are keeping a particular look on this particular storm, as it is causing some changes in travel for some individuals, and hopefully this doesn't cause any type of casualties. So anyways, luckily this is some good information, because it is a Category 1, not a Category 4, Category 5, which we saw a couple of weeks ago that ended up hitting over the Jamaica area. So anyways, guys, we will continue to keep all those individuals prayed up in those particular areas, and hopefully things go pretty smoothly. There will be a lot of rain, but anyways, guys, so moving on, we do need to also remind you about the heat wave that we talked about previously, that pretty much was going to be going on between July the 31st and August the 7th. Here we are on August the 5th, and it is still happening, guys. And yes, this is potentially increasing the chances of these hurricanes, as well as wildfires are happening across the country as well. But anyways, you definitely want to be mindful of that over the next 48 hours or so. And as you can see right here, some of these regions have been hitting 100 degrees as they projected it would, also in California. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you. But moving on, guys, let's go ahead and talk about something else. We talked about it last week in regards to AT&T's massive data breach. I told you guys to monitor your credit, because you never know what might transpire from this data leak, because your data is out there on the dark web, guys. But that was a couple of weeks ago. That was AT&T. But now we are getting information in regards to a new data hack, or the latest data hack. And yes, you can see right here, it says that 4.3 million people have now been hit in a massive healthcare data breach. And yes, unfortunately, our full names, our addresses, as well as our social security numbers were actually exposed in this particular healthcare data breach. Yes, we do have some information in regards to this right now, so I definitely want to share it with you real quickly. It does say that impacted individuals will be notified by Health Equity this month of August, letting us know what we can do to protect ourselves. But yes, anyways, it does say that if you have health savings account, HSA, to pay for medical expenses, your personal information may have been exposed online in a massive data breach, which affects around 4.3 million people in the United States. As reported by Bleeping Computer, the HSA provider Health Equity has disclosed that it suffered a data breach in which the personal information of millions of Americans was stolen by these hackers. According to a Form 8K filing submitted to the SEC at the beginning of the month of July, the hackers gained access to the sensitive health data after using a partner's compromised credentials, while an investigation revealed that the breach occurred back in the month of March. Yes, guys. back in the month of March. We are just now hearing about this. Health Equity verified that this was the case at the end of the month of June, following the internal investigation. So yes, they didn't have the courtesy to let us know back in the month of March that our data was stolen. They waited till their investigation was fully completed. They could have just went ahead and told us that they were performing an investigation to guarantee or to state that this actually happened. In fact, they could have done that, but instead they let our data sit out there 3 to 4 months before they even notified people of this data breach. Shame on them for this. But anyways, for those with HSA, FSA, HRA, or even a 401k with Health Equity, here's everything that you need to know about the latest data breach, along with what you can do to protect your personal information because it potentially was compromised. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and go over all the information that you need to do in regards to this data breach with Health Equity, but I will give you some high-level information that you can use for yourself. You definitely want to sign up for a credit monitoring service. I will believe that you're going to receive a free one because of this data breach. But if you want to go ahead and act right now, you can get your own. You can get it that pretty much lasts for an entire 12 months or so, just to monitor your credit. Also, you've heard of LifeHack, I believe. That is another option out there. Or you can do like me. I use the free one, which is Experian, and you can also get some of the other free ones out there, as well as the ones that come included with your credit card. Those are also credit monitoring services. So anyways, if you want to go the free route, or if you are not necessarily a participant of this particular data hack or data breach, you can still get those free ones as well to protect yourself, or to at least monitor your credit out there. You definitely need to do that. Definitely don't get caught sleeping. But at least I want to give you that information in this video today real quick. Like I said, you can easily Google this particular data breach by this healthcare company, Health Equity. Google information to find out more in relation to this if it affects you. This doesn't necessarily affect everyone, but again, 4.3 million people. Be aware of this and be proactive, guys. I have notified you. Budget Bill has. Let's go ahead and move on to the last topic. Yes, guys, we talked about it earlier in the video where we talked about financial assistance for low-income families as well as moderate-income families as well. We are talking about in the state of New York, guys. Yes, this information is coming directly from Governor Kathy Hochul. Yes, she recently announced that there will be $350 million in direct financial assistance to low and moderate income families across New York. Yes, more than 1 million families will get a supplemental payment of up to $330 per child through the Empire State Child Credit. Yes, $2.6 billion is going to be delivered to New Yorkers in supplemental payments since 2022. Governor Hochul recently made it easier to apply for the state program that covers 90% of market rate child care costs. Continues Governor's focus on addressing the cost of living in the state of New York. Yes, this is just one of the many ways that the Governor Kathy Hochul has been introducing in regards to trying to help the low-income families out, as well as some moderate-income families as well. This is just another step in that particular direction. I know a lot of us are hoping and praying that we see this in multiple states, but it looks like we are only seeing this in some of the Democratic states, such as California. They have been giving out a ton of different types of financial assistance as well as stimulus checks. And then we've also seen multiple of these same type coming from the state of New York as well, from Governor Kathy Hochul. So anyways, if you want to get more information about this, you can easily Google it. But like I said, some of the high level points of this, yes, it is going to be a supplemental payment of up to $330 per child. So depending on how many children you have, you could receive multiple of these supplemental payments to you and your family. That is going to be some very a good payment that is going to help out a lot of low income and moderate families, especially if you have those particular children. Like I said, this is the Empire State Child Credit Program that was introduced by Governor Kathy Hochul. $350 million is going to be going out, and like I said, $330 per child for individuals that live in New York. This is great news, guys. New Yorkers are on the verge of receiving an additional stimulus check. That is particularly what this can be called, a stimulus check. $330 stimulus check. They said in a statement that, look, we're putting money back into the pockets of more than a million New Yorkers because this administration delivers for working families. That was a statement coming directly from the governor of New York. She also said that, look, our work is far from being over, from expanding tax credits to increasing access to child care assistance. She said that, look, I'll never stop fighting to address the cost of living for working parents and helping them create a brighter future for their children. Again, like I said, kudos to Governor Kathy Hochul. Hopefully we can see this in other states. So far, some of the Republican states are pretty much steering away from providing any type of stimulus checks for their citizens of their respective states. But like I said, some of the Democratic states are trying to introduce different types of stimulus payments, economic payments, supplemental payments to give to their citizens, specifically those individuals that have children as well as low-income families. So again, what do you think about this? Do you live in New York? Are you potentially going to receive one of these? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you get a chance, hit the like button on this video. I really appreciate it. And as usual, if you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. It really helps us grow. Outside of all of that, let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section. But overall, guys, I hope to see you on the next video.